What up, G's? It's your boy Mirch, and today I'm back again with another video, another game. Today I played 3 games. I started with Naga Siren. Now, this game, very questionable game. I couldn't do anything, and I got flamed all game. And I'm gonna spare you the details. I don't want to make every video the same with just shit games that happen in 5K. So then I played a Troll Warlord, and I I carried this game pretty hard, I would say. My performance was like this. I guess the average players lose around here, but then I keep going because I'm the best. Um, the kind of graph kind of looked like this. It was up and down, and we're kind of ahead the whole entire game. But then it's just sketchy stuff that happens in 5K. People don't want to end. Um, in the end, Cringe Expert ended up abandoning the game, which was pretty funny. Um, Overall, very hard game, but I had like a lot of stuff, and I ended up dealing quite a lot of damage, and I ended up winning the game. I'll spare you the details. And then lastly, okay, boys, so I have to be legit with you. This is what happened to me. Okay, so I have 6 communication abuse reports. I don't know why this happens. I can't imagine why it would happen to anyone. Because I also have 11 comments, so I feel like it should compensate because 2 for 1. But anyway, so I want to show you, like, I think I'm in the hidden pool or something, in the toxic pool game of people, because, man, like, these games are fucking hardcore, okay? So I want to show you this Razor game because we ended up winning, and I kind of ended up carrying as a position 1 Razor. This is not something that I recommend. I picked Razor because I was losing gold and I didn't really know what to do, and I was kind of like, fuck it. I wanted to go to the gym today, but I ended up not going because I wanted to play one more game. I was 1-1, and I was like, I'll play one more game. I took a gamble, boys. It's gambling. Yeah, I'm really sorry. It's gambling. I feel like it's gambling. So I'll just go ahead and show you what happens here. And okay, actually, let me fix this up real quick. Boom. Make the guy. There we go. So, of course, we start with a pause, just like every game is the same. I swear to God. Like I said last time, I do AFK here. I play Razor. Some sketchy stuff happens here, but we end up in a good trade, and I actually want to see what happens here. Like, where is my dude? Position 5, Snapfire? Oh, just walking. Huh? Okay. I guess you're just walking. So, nothing really happens cool, interesting in the lane. I go for W, I try to do whatever. Oh, I see. This is what happens. So he gets destroyed by this guy. Perry is just fucking owning this dude. I see. Of course, Magnus melee hero, I'm ranged hero, so he's gonna get some denies. I get level 2, I skill up Q, and I go for the last hits. But then the lane ends up pushing, and I guess this happens to me every game, so I need to be careful about it. Like, this guy comes up level here, and I just end up dying because I have no support. Because my support never wants to TP to my lane when it's time. Like, it's time. What are you doing, man? TP to your lane. TP to your fucking lanes. I don't get it. Like, you get a free TP when you die. And now he's dead. So at this point, you can imagine, I am severely tilted. I insta-tilt. Like, what is this, man? Like, how does this happen every game? Like, every game we watched, this happened. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I guess we just lost. I buy the wand first because I'm like, I need some more stats and I didn't have gold for anything else. It was like a poor buy, but it is what it is. Just farming under tower. Finally, this guy comes over. We get some good damage in. The other dude is mid. And Sniper ends up dying because he goes for this build. I don't understand snipers that don't put a present in queue. And this is the moment where Sniper starts getting insanely tilted, and he's like pinging his buyback. And he's like, one more time, and I call it. Now Perry goes for the super greedy play, and I get the kill. God bless Razor Q giving great vision. So at this point I'm like, okay, I get a kill. I get some free farm here. I get some denies. Hopefully I get some denies. Hopefully I get both of these. Yeah. Yep. I get all the CS. I'm like, okay, I'll buy the chainmail. I just want to be tanky this game. My mid lane is feeding, and now he's like, guys, one more time this happens, I'm buybacking. I'm buybacking if this happens one more time. So I'm like, yikes, dude. I need to be careful here. So I TP mid. This was a bad TPA. I don't know why I didn't cancel. But I was like, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. Finally get my items. Some more laning. Some clutch play. I end up dying. I really thought I was going to live, but my attack speed wasn't that high. And now I'm just like checking out what's happening. And at this point, I'm like, I know. If we want to win this game, we need to do something crazy. Like, we can't just keep doing what we can't just keep doing, like, we can't just play this like a normal game because it's not going to work out. Alright? If we play this like a normal game, it's not going to work out. So I'm like, fuck it. Fuck it, dude. I need to do whatever it takes, whatever you, like, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It's like 9 and 4. They have big advantage. Looking at net worth, you can see Kunkka first, TB second. I really thought that TB wasn't having that good of a game, but I guess he was. And then it's Magnus, and then I'm like neck and neck with this Magnus. So we're 3k gold behind, and that's actually crazy. I didn't know we were this behind. I tried to go for the stack. Do I get it? I'm not even sure if I get it. I'm watching mid here, so that's why I'm not like caring too much. And I'm like, I don't have TP, but I better run. I just want to go there just in case, and it looks like this Kunkka was actually pretty crazy, and he manned up, and Benny also mans up, and I'm like, hey, I'm doing a lot of damage. I do a lot of damage. I'm a Razor, and I do lots of damage. This guy's level 6, and I know that he's level 6 and he probably doesn't have ult. Sunder costs a lot of mana actually, level 1, so it's pretty rough for him. So I'm like, okay, I get 3 kills. I'm like, you know what? This hero, I really like Maelstrom on this hero because I like to roleplay, and I like to roleplay a lot. I'm like, hey, I play a hero that only does lightning damage, so I'm gonna go Maelstrom. So at this point, Sniper is beyond tilted, and he buys back, and I don't think it's that bad. It's bad that it's a rage buyback, but he ends up getting the kill, and then. Here's where it starts. It starts. I'm so glad this shows. Can you fuck off back to your lane, Razor? Retarded animal. I'm like, okay. Oh boy. You have unleashed the beast. You do not want to unleash the beast. Anyway, I'm farming right now. I fuck up here. I turn myself into a pig. I buy some clarities. I buy the raindrops just for mana. I need some mana regen because I'm not going to buy any mana items because I'm going for Maelstrom. So right now I'm just farming, letting my lanes to my dudes and farming. It's pretty slow. Maybe this is bad. I'm not even sure. Then I found the Chip Fest, which I think is really good. TB dies. Poor TB. I have to commend this Omni Knight. He played like a monster, dude. Then we find this guy here. He's forced to RP. And he still dies. And then Perry, I think Perry is an agent. Because we end up killing him quite easy. I don't get the double kill and I don't get my Maelstrom. I'm pretty sad about that, but I'm like, whatever. Force the glyph out. Pop another clarity. Go back to farming. I need to finish my item at this point. And I don't care so much about what happens. Like, all this game, all I want to do is... Like, Sniper is actually pretty good against TB because you're outranging him. And, like, I know that they can never really push high ground. And this game, there's a lot of fights this game. We end up getting the kill. And like, Razor is ganking me. So I'm like, back to your lane. And then everybody's like, haha, you're such a comedian. And I should really start thinking about doing stand-up. And here, like, crazy fight. This fight goes on forever, I think. I get the Omni Repel, or whatever the spell is called. So I'm like, going in, dude. I don't even care. I knew that was bad, but I was like, I'm just gonna go in. And raindrops saved my ass this fight here. And Omni as well, like, he ults, so I'm like, okay, it's time to go back in, I guess. I wait for the Tidebringer. I'm doing massive damage. He's not doing any damage. Ooh, big heal. Kunkka doesn't have any damage. And I greed a little bit, and I'm like, nope, fuck it. But then I get X marked one more time, and that greed ended up costing me my life and 600 gold. But I'm okay, because meanwhile Sniper is farming, and I see he has a Midas, and I'm a little bit sad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit sad, but I'm like, okay, this is classic griefer. But we're in that hidden MMR pool. You get reported a few times, you're gonna get placed with the biggest animals. So I guess I just where I should thrive. And now I have my thing, and I know we'll be fighting a lot. So all I'm thinking, I'm putting all my eggs in the Sniper basket, who just died. And every time Sniper dies, I fear for my life, because I think this guy is just going to delete his items. Now I'm in a pretty bad position to go fight here. But I'm like, I'm gonna go anyway, and this is a really bad idea. But I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm super strong. I think I can kill this guy, and I don't really I didn't really care that I knew he had Sunder, but I was like, I didn't care because I'm gonna take all his damage, and then he's going to like not do anything even after I'm low HP. And here's where it starts. I called the GG. Everybody's like, LMAO. It's a little bit sketch. This guy's like, well, why are you fighting? I pressed the glyph just to get him off. And at this point, I'm like, okay, so we're 5k down. This guy is also griefing. Like, he's going for the tower. Now, he does call 5 TP's bot, which he says it's worth. And maybe. Could be. Like I said, all I care about is that we get this Sniper as much gold as possible. And I know, like, I have pretty good idea. I farm here. I know they're going to come for me, so I'm trying to play on the right side. I see this guy. I instantly press all my spells. And here I feel like, you know, I see the guy top. I see two guys top, and I'm like, I feel like we can kill these guys, but I need +1. Perry ends up dying top. Terrorblade is here. I want to chase, but I feel like we're not going to catch him. We don't have any stuns, so fuck it. I'll go back to farming. I need to get my BKB. I don't even know if BKB is that good this game, but I'm like, it's the only way they can kill me, so I need the BKB ASAP. ASAP. There's just a lot of farming, TP. Almost 40 kills this game, 18 minutes in. I didn't know we were this far behind. Like, it felt like we were quite strong. So they used meta here, and we're like, we're just gonna chill, because they use meta. Sniper's not with us, so we're just gonna chill. But I'm still like, I have this itch, you know? I have this itch. Like, I want to fight. I want to kill these guys. I want to deal some damage. I see parry. I steal all Perry's attack damage. And here, I have no idea what happens. We get a good Snapfire ult. We get a good thingy from this guy. And I'm like, I just need to kill this Terrorblade. And somehow I survive. My boy Omni with the buyback, with the clutch buyback. Sniper comes here and he deals damage and he's like killing everyone. And I kind of just want to see that entire thing again. And here I'm like, the fuck did you just say to me, you little piece of shit? So I pause. And this game is a lot of back and forth where we do a lot of trash talk. But I want to see this fight again. Kind of see what is happening. And I'll do free cam. So they go on me. I have 2.4k HP. I survive. I get a heal. We get... So actually, the Heaven Grace ends up saving me a lot. And then Sniper's just in the on the edge of the fight. And he's just dealing as much damage as he can. Actually, Sniper didn't even do that much damage. It's mostly this guy with my spells. So they use a lot on me, and I have Heavenly Grace. So we end up surviving. That's pretty cool. That's a good fight. Decent fight. So at this point, we start the Flame Wars. Me and this Kunkka are going to have a bad relationship in the entire game. But I like it. I love it. I thrive. I thrive in the toxic chaos, man. Not much happens here. They come again at me, and I'm like, you know what? I am always gonna turn. We end up getting the kill. I end up getting BKB, and I'm like not afraid because I just got my BKB, so I'm just like toying with them. So I buy the BKB. I know this guy cannot sunder when I'm BKB'd, so I'm just going in. A lot of heals, a lot of heavily grace on me. This Omni Knight is true MVP. Like, they can't really do anything. I don't necessarily want to hit this tower. I hate hitting tier 2 mid tower because you spend so much time and you barely do anything. And I'm just like, I'm ready to keep going, you know. I want to take their ancients. I don't want to let them farm. And I'm just like in their face the entire game. He ends up dying again. This TB is super sad. And I still have BKB now. Like, my BKB came off cooldown. This was like a 3-minute long fight. So I'm like, okay, we're on full control right now. Like, they're fighting in full, what's it called? Full power spike. Like, we hit our timing. We're Omni Razor, like. But at the same time, I don't really worry about the late game. So right now, I just want to farm my Maelstrom thing, my Mjolnir. I'm killing illusions as much as I can. I go on this guy. I pop my BKB, they waste RP. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this is fine. And now I see this Kunkka's here. And I'm just like hitting them. Right now, I'm just dealing as much damage as I can. I don't care about the Sunder, because I get the... and I think I end up dying? Yeah. I end up dying, but so do they, with the dieback on Trian. And I'm like, okay, I just need to tank damage, and I'm fine. Nothing much happening here. Kunkka dies again. We end up diving. And it's pretty funny because this sniper who was like super mad now is like kind of carrying the game because we gave him so much space. And this is like the opposite of what happens in my last game, where like when I need space as a carry, nobody's gonna give it to me. But like, I know that this game, because I'm playing Razor and this guy's playing Sniper, I would do the same if he was playing Morph. Like, because they're playing like these hard carries, I try to give them space. Here I get a little bit upset. I say, Omni, you can't really do this. And I'm like, I'm going in. Okay, so the reason why I'm going in is because I see both brown and green on the map, like, coming towards me. So I just pop BKB. But then, you know, I end up dying before they even join. And Kunkka's like, haha, gotcha, bitch. So, whatever. I see my sniper super fed. Fed and fat. So I'm just like watching him. I want to go for a... my team's doing some really cool stuff here. There's not much about this game. Like, we go for the Roche. I want to go Ags. And then I realize that Shard is actually pretty good, and it's going to give me like pretty decent power spike. We smoke into the enemy jungle. We catch him. As I'm killing him, I pause. Learn, boys, learn. As I'm killing him, I pause because I know he deserves the pause. Luckily, he doesn't die because he gets help from his little bitch boy. And I feel like this game, this mag, always RPs me just to like save someone. Like, they never really have any good RP, which is pretty crazy considering we have 3 melee heroes. Me, Omni, and this other dude. We take tower, we take outpost. We dive the base, of course. I have BKB, I have Aegis, I don't care. I end up popping my BKB. Maybe that wasn't smart, because now I'll end up dying here. The guys have to go back. This makes sense. And I get X marked the spot, which is really annoying. I press stick? I don't press stick. I don't believe I didn't press stick. It's one of the few times I actually don't press stick. Oh, that's pretty crazy. I usually am pretty good at pressing stick. Then Sniper, you know, kills them all because he's Sniper and he has 8k more than anyone else on their team. So I just patiently wait for my death. They take the tower, take the range racks. He ends up dying. I guess he ends up dying for a very long time because I respawn, we fight again, and I'll die again, and I'm like, where's Sniper? And Sniper's still dead, and I'm like, did he die one more time? This guy's feeding, Perry's super feeding, actually griefing. So right here, I'm just going in. I don't really care. I have a lot of damage. And I think this guy just gets his Scotty, and I'm like, oh damn, this actually hurts. Force staffs himself to me. I get the cookie, but it's not enough. And that's pretty weird. And I'm like, Sniper's still dead, but I guess it's from the last fight. And he gets here really fast, so I think he has boots of travel. Melts the guy, melts this guy, melts Perry. You know, Perry's just like feeding this game. They double buyback. I'm like, okay. And now it's just all about like getting next Roche. I think I got Axe, and I want to get Shiva's next because I just need more armor. And I prefer Shiva over AC because I feel like Shiva's more defensive, and I just need more slows and not more minus armor. Perry ends up dying again. And at this point, I'm like, let's just wait next Roche. We don't really need to do anything stupid. And speaking about stupid stuff, this guy blinks in, like, so we know they're here. And Night Stalker just blinks in, crazy, like a madman. And I'm like, wow, this guy has balls of steel. I kind of like that. And then I'm like, you know what? I also have balls of steel, even though I don't have BKB. And I'm like, I'm pretty dead here. And I'm surprised I don't die. But I'm just doing so much damage with my shard and my ult with Ags. So we just end up killing them all. And they all buy back for some reason. And I gotta give props to this Omni, dude. Omni played out of his mind. Benny dies again, I think. Sniper dies. I think he buybacks. I'm like, okay, Sniper's dead. We chillin'. Then I see he's buybacking. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And this guy wants to go in. So I'm like, okay, let's go in, dude. I don't mind. I know as long as I have Omni behind me, I know I'm fine. But I still don't want to go. Like, the guy's level 25. He's pretty fat. There's a tower here. I'm like, oh no. Here I think I'm going to get X marked, but luckily the guy is not close. And my dude gets X marked instead. So I'm just going to help him. And he decides to go in, so, you know, I help my boy out. And that's pretty much it, I believe. That's pretty much it. Like, pretty easy, you know? We go for the big play here. Killed this guy. I give him the tip, of course. And then it's just, we just end the game. Just end the game. Sometimes it's as easy as that, you know? So that's pretty much how it went today. I like this game because we fought a lot. Like, we were always fighting, and this is what I wanted to say. So I would be really happy if this would happen when I was position 1. Like, if my team would fight all the time, but like take smart fights and then actually win fights, and then I can just join because fights are next to our tier 2. So like the big fight that changed the game was around our tier 2 mid tower. And that's kind of where we won the game, around 20 minutes, right? Like, they're coming sieging our tier 2, but they're only like 5k gold ahead. And then we end up winning the game. And why can't I see the breakdown? I still have Dota Plus. Oh well, never mind. So we just take one good fight where it's very easy for my guy to join. And yeah, from there he just like skyrockets in MMR, he dies once and buybacks again. But that's pretty much it. And then you know, Animal Trainer, did you pay him to feed? And he's talking about Perry. Poor Perry. I feel like Perry got the short end of this game. He was playing position 4 Dawnbreaker, and he inted all game. So that's pretty much it. Alright, boys. I hope you enjoyed my position 1 Razor. And yeah, I'll see you next time.